I've done a lot of stuff in my life. I've had a lot of ups and downs. I've been on the brink of madness, and I've been on the brink of sadness. And no matter where the roads of my life may have taken me, one thing always remained the same. And that's I can only be me. This is the journey.
Welcome back, everybody. Jaysin Static once again on another episode of The Journey. And another one, just a raw and uncut. Raw and uncut, no fancy edit. And I didn't get into it in the last one, but a lot of people might be wondering why, like, all of a sudden am I pushing out all of this content and I'm trying to do different things. And it's one of those things that over the years, and many of you guys who've been along on this journey for a long time with me now, going back all the way to like 2018, 2017, when I was doing the live streams and the podcast and videos and all kinds of stuff. And you might be thinking like, Jaysin, you don't really finish a lot of the stuff that you do, or even sometimes the stuff that you talk about. And that's one of the things that it's kind of hindering to me at times. And it's some of the stuff that I think about, you know what I mean? And it's just like, you get to the point sometimes when you're creative and shit like that you don't feel fulfilled at times with the shit that you do. Like the podcast and the live streams, for instance. I had a blast doing those. I really did. I enjoyed every single time that I would get on there and I'd do stuff and people had a good time with them, and we still have fond memories of it and whatnot. But it got to a point where it just wasn't fulfilling enough to me. Like, I felt like I could do better. You know what I mean? But I didn't know how to fulfill it. I didn't know how to go further with it. You know what I mean? Like, I tried to upgrade stuff and I tried to do things, and for some reason it just wasn't hitting with me. And then at some point in time, to me, it became work, like pulling teeth. It wasn't fun for me anymore. And it wasn't because of anything that anybody that came on the streams did. It was all, problems and issues that I had in my own mind. And that's at times the downside of being a person like me. Many of you guys know who's followed me for a long time, and how, friends I've been friends with since grade school. If you happen to see this, I've always been like a kind of super creative person in my younger days of being an artist and doing art and painting and drawing and doing ceramics and all kinds of stuff like that while I was in school. And then all of the different stuff that I've done over my life, the race car driving, the pro wrestling, the photography, and all of this stuff. And it's one of those things when you're a person like me and you have like really high aspirations for yourself and you don't start hitting those things, it kind of throws you down into it kind of throws you down into a hole, you know what I mean? And you kind of just compact yourself, if you guys understand what I'm saying. And at times it's a hard road to battle back from. And a lot of you guys might be sitting here like, Jaysin, why all of a sudden why are you all of a sudden making all this content from all of these different from all the different platforms and the different channels and stuff like that? Like, are you back? Are you feeling good about yourself? And are you inspired to do a lot of stuff? And at times, like, yeah, like I'm super inspired to do things. Certain things that I watch and certain things that I see, like, really does inspire me to like keep it pressing. But then at times, like, I get that low point again. And something that it's like, it's really been hard, with the wrestling stuff, is like being in a point where you're like really low on yourself. Whether it be you hit a plateau when you're working out, or you hit a low point at your job or your relationship or some shit like that. It's hard to try to think positive thoughts and positive affirmations and shit like that, and at the same time trying to motivate and articulate certain things to other people, like in the realm of the wrestling thing. It's one of those things. It's been hard, but like seeing how good that some of the guys that I've surrounded myself with, especially in the wrestling thing, some of the young guys I got, and seeing how good they do, and that's been inspiring to me on trying to keep it pushing. But then also things that I watch, and things and stuff that I see people doing. Like I watched a podcast, or not a podcast, but a video the other day with Orton and Punk, and just in general, just seeing how people progress as they get older, and they kind of leave a lot of the things in the past, and sometimes you don't. And it's one of those things that at some point in time, you have to realize that sometimes just waking up in the morning is enough to keep moving, if that makes sense. Let's say that again. At sometimes you just have to be happy that you were able to wake up again. And it's weird to me that at times that I think like that, you know what I mean? And it's, I'm normally not at a loss for words, but I'm finding it hard to articulate sometimes things. And that's another thing, like, I used to go on and on and on and on and on. And some of my best stuff that I've ever done here on YouTube and shit like that was at a point where I was like crazy angry in life. 2019, 2020 and all that shit, all that problems and all that crazy wild shit that was going on. Like, I was angry then. I was fed up. So I had a lot to say. And at some point in time, like, I just realized that being that angry person, it's not something that I wanted to do anymore. Being angry all the time is extremely hard work. It's hard to be angry all the time. It takes a toll on you and it beats you down. And that's just not where I wanted to be at anymore. So, I've tried to do the work. Like I said in the last episode, like a lot of this journey is like mentally, spiritually, emotionally, doing the work that is the struggles of your life, trying to figure out how to get past them, trying to figure out how not to dwell on them whenever you're in a bad way. You know what I mean? And that's something still to this day at 42 years old that I struggle with at times. And I'm sure whoever's watching this and you get this far into the video, you have those types of struggles too. But I guess the overall arching theme of this is that no matter what comes up in your life, you have to get up and fight still, if that makes sense. And you got to figure out a way to get past the problems that you have, just like I am. I'm out here and I'm really trying to push myself even further than what I felt, even further than what I feel I could do. Because I do feel that over the years I've lacked, and I've stopped stuff that I shouldn't have. And I don't want to be that type of person anymore. I don't want to stop. Even though times are tough and times are hard, I know that if I keep moving and I keep pushing forward, that the problems and the issues that you have of today, you'll eventually get past those. At least that's the hope. You know, it is what it is. But I think I've ranted long enough. Again, down in the comment section below, if you're feeling out of sorts, lost motivation, lost creativity, put that down in the comment section below and we'll talk about it. You know, because it's hard, it's hard sometimes. And trust me, I know all about it being hard. But, like I said again, I think I'm done rambling. Maybe this was coherent, maybe it wasn't, I don't know. But maybe if these have a good response and people enjoy hearing me just ramble about nonsensical life stuff, maybe I'll keep doing these. Maybe it'll actually be good therapy for me. You never know. But go check out Fight Club Wrestling on YouTube, Fight Club Wrestling Academy on YouTube, Fight Club Wrestling Academy on Facebook. We're dropping new videos over there. Go check out the website, weare138co.com. Go check out the eBay store and all of that stuff. All of that stuff is going to help fund everything that I want to do. All of those big dreams, big goals, big aspirations, all of the creative juices that I need to get flowing again, all the stuff that I need to start getting pumped about. You know, because I do have a lot of stuff going on in my life that I should be pumped about. And I guess one of the reasons why I'm doing these videos like this is I'm trying to find that little flicker of inspiration. And maybe I'll be that little flicker of inspiration for you as well. Much love, guys. Peace out.